So, excuse me. Several years ago, I made a video about being bored for the first time again after a narcissistic relationship because, as we all know, they take so much time and energy and effort to try to fill that black hole that you really don't have time to be bored, much less time to take care of yourself or hobbies or anything like that. And just by the healing process and stumbling along through all this shit, I ran across a new one. Um, I've thought about it a lot, but I really haven't ran into the situation until now. Indecision. So when you start healing from an abusive relationship like that, or childhood abuse, or whatever, you're gonna learn very quickly that boundaries are important. And when you start to set these boundaries and learn to set these boundaries, it's not to be unexpected that you might set them maybe a little bit too harsh, maybe a little bit too aggressive. But that's good for you at the time because you need everyone to back off. You need to test the waters. You need to heal. It wouldn't even be like, let's say, like a metaphor, uncommon for a mother dog to attack her puppies when she's wounded. If the puppies are like on the wound or something, she might like snip them or bite them. Oh, you're fucking wounded. You're healing, right? And I've definitely done that. I definitely set some boundaries that were way too strong, but at the same time, I set some boundaries that absolutely needed to be placed. You have to find the healthy boundary with it. Too strong is not good. Just as equal as no boundary at all is not good. My boundaries were probably way too strong for quite a while, and I was like monk mode. Really didn't give a shit about anybody but myself. Focusing on me and only me, which had to be done. It had to be done. But, as time goes on, you start to realize that, you can't have everything black and white like that because, that's what the narcissist was doing to begin with, too. They were black and white thinking. Like, everything's not yes or no. There's a lot of gray areas in life. But with that being said, with gray areas, there have to be some black and white too. You have to have yes and no boundaries, but you have to have lenient, some maybe scenarios as well. So, a recent scenario is the first time I've had a situation where I was just like, I don't actually know. I don't know how I'm going to play this. It wasn't a full on like, this is acceptable, and it wasn't a full-on, this is unacceptable. It was like this is questionable. This is kind of like it's going to go wherever it needs to go. So it's kind of like, I guess you would say, letting the fate of it out of my own hands, which, is after an abusive relationship or after abusive childhood, it's having something kind of out of your hands is certainly not comfortable. My phone just did something weird, sorry. It's not comfortable, and it's like, it's just a little bit strange. Like, it's definitely a feeling I had when I was younger, like, I don't know what's going to happen. Fuck it, let's find out. But for the past, like, I don't know, maybe like 4 years or so, I've played everything so close to the chest that I've been very in charge of everything, in order to heal and regain control and, lick my wounds and stuff. So I would have to assume or have to say that this is a progression on the healing and kind of a final synopsis of it, of being open to whatever happens again. And I'm not saying like whatever happens happens in the sense of, oh, I'm gonna get in a narcissistic relationship and get my ass beat, but um, in a sense of you know, the maturity of knowing that you can't control everything, the maturity and wisdom to know that, you know, sometimes shit's just gonna happen. You know, we could all die tomorrow. We could all be millionaires tomorrow. We don't know what's gonna happen. It's just simply part of life. Um, but all in all, what I'm saying is, it's a feeling that I have forgotten, and it's a totally natural feeling and a totally humane feeling and a totally healthy feeling, but just one that I forgot. Um, and I can only say that it's leading to, you know, basically being normal again. Just Jesus. It's like what? It's like a 4-year relationship, and I think it's taken me like 4 years to be fucking normal again. How the damage that these people can do to your life, you would not believe. But now that probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people. But if you find yourself on the path of healing and progressing in life and bettering yourself after one of these relationships, you're probably going to find that day where you're like, wait, what? Why do I not have an answer for this? But just fucking back to humanity, I guess.